we've got such great news for all of you life sim lovers. Luckily, our options in the life sim genre are getting more and more varied, which means nowadays we get to live our virtual lives in so many different worlds and settings. So for this video, we are exploring Japan-inspired life sims that are perfect slow life escapes. And I think there are some amazing gems with absolutely beautiful vibes that you haven't seen before. I hope you enjoy them. This game simply oozes rural countryside charm, and I love it. Honogurashi no niwa is set in a quiet Japanese mountainside, and aside from farming and ranching, it will have a bigger main story with characters to bond with and secrets to explore. We also get our own little protagonist to customize and accessorize. Contrary to the belief that the game will have horror elements, the devs have actually debunked this. It is instead meant to be a heartfelt, feel-good game, and it will be released this year in Japanese, but don't worry, there is also a good likelihood of an English localization, since their previous game Yomawari got one as well, so all fingers crossed. If you've been looking for an authentic slow life experience, Japan Rural Life Adventure looks very promising for that. It is being created by a Japanese developer, and when I first saw the cutesy pixelated footage, I thought it looked so atmospheric and on point. You know, the traditional thatched roofs, the bamboo trees, the scenery. We already have a lot of farming sims to pick from nowadays, and this one gives it a brand new feel. There are also town events, and you are building relationships with the locals, restore the village, and I cannot wait to experience a traditional festival. I am pretty sure you've never seen anything like this before. Promise Mascot Agency is hard to describe. There are lots of weird mascots and yakuza. Because as an exiled yakuza, we are now cruising around in an iconic Japanese mini truck. Everything is set in the beautiful Japanese countryside, but then we are also in charge of managing a bunch of quirky mascots who have pretty weird personalities. We also bond with them and help them do their jobs right. It is definitely a very unique combo, and it promises an unusual but fun open world narrative adventure. It honestly looks both super silly but also heartfelt. If you are into mythical lore and Japanese fantasy vibes, Tales of Seikyu might hit the right spot for you. As a shapeshifter, we build up our own farm in a world full of yokai. The world looks very idyllic and vibrant. I love that we get to use magical yokai powers to do farming or to fly and navigate through the lands. The big cast of romanceable characters was definitely a big selling point for this one. They have quite the variety of intriguing designs, from humanoid characters to more fantastical beings. This game is playable in early access, so it still has the potential to grow. And there are also a lot more romance candidates, romance events, and customization features announced that we can still look forward to. As a hopeless romantic, I am looking forward to the season of love. And lucky for me, Sakuraco sent me some nice Valentine's treats. Wow, we have really interesting looking sundae this month. You can never have enough mochi. And this little pouch is so cute. It is not only handmade but also made from traditional kimono fabric. Caramel bergamot hojicha. Let's try this. I never had anything like this before. Wow, this is really interesting actually. The caramel makes it a little bit sweet, but there's also a fruity note. We can't talk about Kyoto without trying something matcha. So this is like a waffle that is filled with matcha. Matcha cream is so smooth and has a little bit of like a deeper bitter flavor, but I really like that. And one that I really have to try. I never thought of combining sunflower seeds with coffee, but I think it's actually really good. So in February, we celebrate Valentine's. Kyoto looks so pretty and romantic. Kyoto is also well known for its matcha. So in this booklet, you can also read about all the different snacks and common allergens. If you want to treat yourself for Valentine's, click the link in the video description below and use my code CloudySkies for $5 off. Many thanks to Sakuraco for sending me a box. Our community members might already be tired of hearing about it, but I could never not talk about our beloved Rune Factory Guardians of Azuma. The lands of Azuma are in need of saving, so we head on an adventure as Subaru or Kaguya. Not only does the world look immaculate, but everything about the design is just so Japanese style. And this gameplay loop of having both farming and battles makes it so fun. Not to forget, of course, the insanely stylish character designs they came up with for the 16 romance candidates. I don't think I need to say more. Even more rare than the role experience, we get Coffee Talk Tokyo this year. In this sequel to the iconic series, we are now living a life as a barista in Tokyo, and we are brewing fancy drinks for our customers and having heart-to-heart conversations with them. As far as I know, this time they also brought a Japanese writer on board for the story, which will likely help elevate the writing and authentically highlight Japanese culture and society with people's hopes, dreams, and struggles. This game also has a pretty whimsical vibes with Japanese folklore and mythical spirits. I am immensely looking forward to this heartwarming fusion of fantasy, culture, and cozy life sim elements. Mineko's Night Market is another beautiful game that celebrates Japanese culture. It is a narrative-driven social sim game that introduces a heartwarming story about friendship and tradition. So we are establishing a night market and helping the villagers restore the town. One thing this game does exceptionally well is conveying a laid-back, whimsical atmosphere. The sound design and music are also very well done. If you are someone who finds crafting, collecting, and a little grinding relaxing, you might enjoy this one. Management life sims are simply so addictive to me, and even more so when they look as cute as Minami Lane. In this game, you are managing a tiny little street from the ground up. You can build ramen shops, karaoke, boba tea cafes, and even more. And you even get to customize each building to attract more customers. I love that you can watch the villagers live their lives and stroll across your street. And this is also how you can listen to their thoughts and tailor your businesses to their preferences. The art is simply adorable and full of charming little details. So if you love cozy, Japan-inspired aesthetics, this is a good one to put on your wish list. If you're more interested in the artsy side of Japan, we will be getting Oku. In this relaxing exploration adventure, we are becoming a traveling monk and heading on a journey towards self-growth. We have the ability to glide with the wind through beautiful Japanese landscapes and nature, and we can write poetry on our way to capture our thoughts and experiences. Being able to write your own personalized poetry will be such an interesting mechanic, and I can imagine it being super relaxing to play. It will likely be a game where enjoying the journey matters more than reaching any end goal. Just freshly announced, we can look forward to another beautiful countryside adventure that appears to be Japan-inspired. In Milky Delivery, you are a courier delivering milk, and you get to explore lush forests and green meadows by riding on your trusty bike. So this is a cozy life sim where you own and manage a small dairy farm, and you will also help the locals revive the community. It is meant to be played at your own pace. It will be low pressure, low stakes, and just for us to enjoy a simpler life with a relaxing summer atmosphere. There are a lot more cool life sims and RPGs on the horizon. So if you love this genre as much as we do here, please join our little community. We will always be gushing about our favorites here. But if that's it for today, take care, lovelies, and have a wonderful day. As always, thank you so much, dear members. Danny, MJ, Ty, Liana, Faye, Alex, Katie, Zelda Mario fan, and a welcome, Wilmina Astor.